Alibaba just dropped their own AI code editor called Qoder, and this thing is completely free right now. What's interesting is that it's powered by their Qwen 3 Coder model, which performs at Claude Sonnet level for coding tasks. Qoder is basically Alibaba's answer to Cursor and Windsurf. It's an agentic coding platform that claims to understand your entire code base better than any other editor out there. The big selling point is something they call context engineering, which means it doesn't just read your code, it actually understands your architecture, design patterns, and even stores your coding style as long-term memory. Think of it like having a coding assistant that remembers how you like to write code and also instantly recall solutions from past projects. Pretty cool, right? But is it actually good? That's what we're going to find out today because I've been testing it for some time now, and so we have to talk about it. First, you need to head over to Qoder.com and sign up. Right now, it's in public preview, which means it's completely free to use. Just come to Qoder.com, scroll down, or on top here, you're going to see the download button. To download, click on it. Here it's done downloading. I'll just come in the downloads here and install it. Browsing the location where I want it to be installed, just click on next. Here, just click on next and click on next and install. And just like this, as you can see, it's done installing. I just click on finish. So we're seeing welcome to Qoder. You can choose the themes. You have to sign in, of course. You see it looks just like VS Code, but with AI features built right in. The interface is clean and familiar, which is great for beginners. So if you're a beginner, this is not going to confuse you. On the left side, you have your file Explore. On the right side, you are going to get the AI chat panels where you can ask it to write code, explain functions, or even refactor entire files. We have the ask mode and the agent mode. The ask, this is where you can just chat with it. For instance, I can just say hi, and just like that, it answers, hello, I'm here to help you. But if you want to build things, you have to switch to the agent mode. This is where you can write code. This is where you can edit files. This is where it can build things for you. So for instance, I'll just paste a prompt that tells it to build a one-page website landing page for an ebook about how to make money online. And it should use HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So just click on send. And just like that, it's going to start building this website. So it's going to make a to-do list, just like in Cursor or these other IDEs. As you can see here, this is the HTML that it wrote about our one-page website. This is pretty good. It's going to go ahead and update the to-do. Now it's going to create the CSS for styling modern responsive design. Here it went ahead and it wrote 600 lines of CSS code. Now it's going to build a JavaScript file. And just like that, we have the JavaScript file also here, with all the JavaScript needed for this website to look good. Let's copy these to test and see how this website looks like. Paste it in the terminal here. We have the terminal. You can toggle this on and off from the top here, just like in VS Code or Cursor. And just like that, we have the preview inside this same interface. So here you can preview your website and how it looks like. If you want, let me try to actually open this in an external web browser here. Our website loads, and here you can see we have the Make Money Mastery, we have the hero on top, parts of these websites, and down here we can get emails of people who are interested to get this, and the loading and the purchase successful, and you can continue just like that. So this is beautiful. To manage to build this website with the beautiful animations, we have all these different parts of these websites. So yeah, it can build stuff for you. As you can see, it's not as perfect as you would want it, but yeah, it manages to build this website. And here you can click on this, you can see the menus that you have the review, you have the get book, and it takes you exactly where you should be. Down here we also have the footer. So these are the three files on top here that it wrote, and these charts can also be deleted. So on top here, if you scroll, you can just delete these charts and you get back to square one. It managed to write these and this is all for free. Here, if you want to customize your agent even further, you can just simply click on this, and down here you have the Qoder settings. When you click here, you have even more things that you can change the language and also the preferences. You can come here on the completion. You can also customize the code completion, and down here you can also customize the chat settings. Quest mode, you can turn it on, you can also turn it off, and when you do that, you can see what's happening here. It also hides. You can also connect to MCP servers if you want. You can also add custom rules. It has memories on how you write. It can also index your entire code base and even more. When you click on Quest, here you can give it a task. Now this is more like you telling it to build something behind the scenes, autonomously building something. So you can actually tell it to design, to plan, or to build something. You can actually write specifications first, or you can execute directly. So this is powerful. Here we have the option to wikilize, analyze the repository, and here you can also find extensions. Here is where Qoder gets interesting. Instead of just looking at the current file, like most AI editors, it scans your entire project. It creates what they call a repository wiki, basically a knowledge base of your code base that includes architecture, patterns, and even tribal knowledge. This means when you ask it to add a feature, it knows exactly where to put the code and how to match your existing style. I asked it to build a to-do app from scratch. It not only generated the code, but also set up the proper folder structure, added responsive CSS, included proper error handling, even wrote basic tests. The code quality is actually good. It's clean, well commented, and follows best practices. I also tested it on debugging. I gave it a broken React component, and it immediately identified the issue and provided a fix with explanation. Compared to Cursor, Qoder feels more contextually aware. It doesn't just generate code, it understands the bigger picture of what you are building. The autocomplete is fast and accurate. The chat interface is responsive and gives detailed explanations. However, it still is in preview, so there are so many rough edges. Sometimes the suggestions can be slow and the UI occasionally glitches. The fact that this is completely free right now is pretty crazy. Most AI tools charge 20 to 40 per month. Alibaba is clearly using this as a way to get developers hooked on their AI ecosystem. They will probably add paid tiers later, but for now, it's a great deal. Qoder isn't perfect, but for a free tool, it's genuinely impressive. The context engineering really does make a difference in code quality. If you're just starting with AI coding tools or want an alternative to expensive options, definitely give this a try. Is it better than Cursor? Well, maybe that depends on your needs, but it's definitely competitive and the price is unbeatable. Go check it out at Qoder.com while it is still free. Let me know in the comments what you think after testing it. Subscribe if this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.